Mary Pipher, Women Rowing North, Navigating Life's Currents and Flourishing as We Age. In A Women Rowing North, Navigating Life's Currents and Flourishing as We Age, Mary Pipher addresses the challenges faced by older women in a youth-obsessed society and provides insights on how to foster resilience, happiness, and meaningful relationships. The book explores how women cope with ageism and sexism, the heavy demands of caregiving, the importance of attitude in aging, making the most of retirement, engaging with the community, sustaining lifelong friendships, and finding bliss in the face of terminal illness. The introduction guides readers through these vital topics as they gain a deeper understanding of the unique experiences and wisdom that older women have to offer.
The disempowerment of older women. In American culture, sexism and ageism intersect to exclude and disempower older women. Negative portrayals of older women in popular culture perpetuate gerontophobia, fear and hatred of the aged. This discrimination against older people is reflected in Hollywood, where older women are grossly underrepresented. Ultimately, ageism is damaging to both the old and young, highlighting the importance of empathy and understanding. Caregiving challenges for older women. Women who have spent most of their lives taking care of others, particularly the young, the old, and the ill, will find their roles reverberating as they age. While caregiving can be emotionally satisfying, it can also be physically and mentally exhausting. For women, caregiving responsibilities may come naturally as they have been taught the significance of female sacrifice from generation to generation. However, as they get older, the pressure of taking care of themselves and others can be overwhelming, with unexpected illnesses such as Parkinson's disease adding more surge on already full plates. Even when they have partners, women's caregiving responsibilities can end up being solely theirs to bear, leading to immense stress. As per a 2015 study, a majority of caregivers experience depression, with nearly 40% finding it very stressful. These findings are particularly notable for women in later stages of life, who often serve as caregivers for their partners, elderly parents, and other family members, leaving them at significant risk of mental health issues. Ironically, caregiving also offers a meaningful opportunity for personal growth, as it helps caregivers develop empathy and compassion towards others. Through taking care of their loved ones, caregivers can find another layer of meaning in their life, which can be fulfilling and rewarding. While the responsibility of caregiving can be daunting, it can be an opportunity for personal transformation. However, society also needs to address the gendered expectations that put women in this role in the first place, helping to share the responsibility more equitably. It's time to acknowledge and celebrate the work of caregivers while simultaneously working to ease their burden. The choice of joy. Sonia Lyubomirsky's research on happiness suggests that genetics contribute 50% of our overall happiness, and the remaining 50% depends on our attitude, behavior, and circumstances. Marlene, an older woman living in poverty, chose to be happy despite her difficult circumstances. To achieve this level of happiness, we must mentally reframe our present situation and approach it positively. Our outlook on aging has a tangible impact on our DNA, and taking positive actions, such as engaging in activities that bring us joy, is crucial. Taking action in your community. Nora's inspiring story teaches us that retirement is not a time to slow down. With knowledge of their community and experience, older women are perfectly suited to make a difference locally. By leveraging their unique skill set, they can help tackle complex issues that others avoid while bringing about meaningful change. Nora's local park project demonstrates that your biggest impact may be right in your immediate area. Whether you aim to address global or local issues, opportunities for change are usually just around the corner. The significance of lasting female friendships. Women have been forming lasting friendships for centuries, and in modern times, it is still as important as ever to maintain these bonds. As we enter our later years, our friends become a vital source of hope, joy, and intimacy. While family may have obligations to care, friends provide unique dynamics that are different from familial relationships. However, establishing and keeping these deep friendships in later life requires dedicated time and generosity. If one is willing to tend to them with love and devotion, they can have a significant impact on the quality of life in one's golden years. Finding bliss in the face of terminal illness. A touching story about a woman's final journey towards contentment after being diagnosed with terminal cancer. The author highlights that despite the pain and anger that often come with such a predicament, it is still possible to experience joy, gratitude, and bliss. When the author saw her friend Jackie, she was taken aback by how thin and weak she had become, thanks to terminal cancer. But as they sat down beside a beautiful lake, they talked. Jackie's diagnosis had initially angered her, and she questioned why this had happened to her, considering her healthy and productive life. But as she went through this journey, she realized that there were still moments of wonder, joy, and gratitude worth living for. One of the things that brought Jackie the most bliss after her diagnosis was realizing how much love existed in her life. She was humbled by what her loved ones did for her and cried often at their kind gestures. Even as her body weakened, she found that the world around her became more beautiful. She appreciated the singing of meadowlarks, the shimmering reflection of clouds on the lake's surface, and the swallows that played around them. Despite the fact that none of us knows how much time we have left on earth, the story reminds us that we can find contentment, beauty, and peace while we still have the chance. Jackie's final realization was that, this is happiness, to be dissolved into something complete and great.
In conclusion, Women Rowing North highlights the importance of a positive attitude, community engagement, and cultivating meaningful relationships to overcome the challenges that older women face as they navigate their later years. Through stories and research, the book reinforces the value of women's experiences and strengths accumulated over a lifetime. By dispelling stereotypes and showcasing the capacity for growth, empathy, and connection, Mary Pipher encourages women to embrace their age and make the most of the opportunities it offers. The key takeaways of the book remind readers that embracing one's advanced age, fostering meaningful relationships, and actively engaging in life can lead to true happiness and fulfillment.